Let's now go to liver conditions. Let's discuss diagnosis and treatment. The diagnosis and treatment, when the patient has stagnated liver function, they would usually have a selection of the symptoms listed, which the practitioner would determine by questioning, and the diagnosis would be confirmed by examining the patient's tongue and pulses. The practitioner, the liver pulse would resemble the feel of a taut wire under the fingers and is called wiry in Chinese medicine. Some of the other organ pulses may also have this same wiry quality, since the stagnation often extends to the other organs as well, and the body of the patient's tongue would often have stagnation dots, and also red sides to one degree or another. The more pronounced the stagnation, the more this redness would be obvious. In tongue diagnosis, the left side of the tongue relates to the liver and the right to the gallbladder. The facial color and tone of voice. When the stagnated function is pronounced or chronic, the patient would tend to have a green facial hue, which other people can often see. The patient example provides a striking example of this, where a boy's problems were caused by a stagnated liver function, and his family reported that his complexion was notably green when his condition was at its worst. This is also doubtless the origin of the expression green with envy. When a person is prone to stagnated liver function, this would tend to create within them states such as envy and paranoia. The enviable situation would be seen as the breaking of rules. It is unfair that the other person has this desirable advantage rather than me. It is an injustice. And the more this injustice were focused on, the more the person's liver function would stagnate, heightening the green hue. Innate seeing associates the liver with a shouting voice. When a person is prone to stagnated liver function, they would usually have a loud voice, and when in normal conversation would sound as though shouting. This is a reliable diagnostic sign and easy to recognize. For treatment, when stagnated liver function is present, one or more of the key acupoints related to the liver tend to feel tender when pressed. The key acupoints are liver 3 on the top of the foot, gallbladder 41 on the top of the foot, gallbladder 34 on the side of the leg below the knee, pericardium 6 on the wrist. This is familiar acupoint used for treating travel sickness. Liver 14 on the chest below the breast, bladder 18 on the back, and bladder 14 on the back. These acupoints become tender due to their association with this particular liver malfunction. When one of these acupoints is stimulated, this encourages the organ to cancel out the malfunction in itself that caused the tenderness at the acupoint, and the organ returns to normal function. The effect is often instant or could sometimes take a few minutes. When the wire quality in the patient's pulses would clear, indicating the organ function was now modified. I've also noticed that any red areas on the patient's tongue also tend to clear within seconds of the liver acupoints being needled. And of course, patients often feel considerably less stressed at the end of the treatment since the liver function is now more normal. The progress of treatment. As when treating all conditions, after the first treatment, the positive effects of the treatment may wear off after a day or two. But with each successive treatment, the positive effects tend to last longer. This phenomenon is partly due to resistive factors in the patient's lifestyle. Acupuncture can get under the radar to address mental and emotional issues. Each person may have adopted patterns in their thinking and emotional behavior that tend to encourage their main organs to malfunction. This is particularly so with the liver, but it is also true with the other four main organs. Their habits might include being too controlling of other people and themselves, resulting in constant obstructed thoughts, irritability, and almost inevitably stagnated liver function. And any difficulties might be compounded by a tendency not to express their frustrations or anger. With all these patterns, there may be particular key incidents in a person's life which mark the start of the pattern, such as traumatic events, and the memory of these experiences can make it harder for the person to break the pattern. Ordinarily, mental and emotional patterns of these types would need to be changed in order for the patient's organs to return to malfunction to functioning normally and for their symptoms to thus clear, since if these mental and emotional patterns remain the same after every acupuncture treatment, the organs would soon readopt the same malfunction. The process of us gradually changing such habits is normally a long and slow one, and with some people it may be beyond them. But acupuncture seems to get under the radar of our conscious mind and directly regulates the function of our main organs, which in turn tends to encourage us to spontaneously change our mental and emotional habits. Patients return after a few treatments and tell about such changes. They find themselves suddenly becoming more assertive when it is appropriate, or expressing their frustrations appropriately, or being more relaxed about which rules they like to see obeyed, and in general, being more able to spot what elements in their life are bad or good for them. However, it is still possible for a particularly strong willed patient who may be stuck in a mode of thinking or feeling to dodgily cling to their familiar mental and emotional habits and thus reverse the treatments. In this situation, the patient's mind will have in effect blocked the treatment. With such patients, their journey in life towards good health would tend to be an extended one. Here we have a sample patient, female, age 28. This patient sought treatment for a neck pain. Initially, her symptoms improved, but the pain returned. She continued with treatment, which gave her the clarity and courage to resolve a relationship problem, and her neck pain was then able to clear. Thank you for your attention.